Hello y'all, this is Kaiserredux, a mod for Hydespire 4, and it is an expansion for Kaiserreich. It focuses on fun and interesting scenarios over realism and grounded lore. We're going to be playing in North America, specifically as the country, the United Mexican States. We're just going to take all of our divisions and stick them together to make one army. One thing I want to point out here, Emiliano Zapata, who is the country leader, is also acting as a field marshal. Using our civilian factories, let's construct more factories in the southern part of the country. An assassin attempted to take the life of the president. He was shot, and now it's up to us to have him recover or die. Let's have Zapata pass away. With the death of the president, the hero of the revolution, we must choose a new group to back in a power struggle. Let's go with the reactionary generals who choose to form a military junta. The people aren't very happy with the junta's assumption of power. Pancho Villa and a colleague began a campaign against the military junta to restore the revolutionary democracy, starting the Campesinos' War. This conflict is sort of like a civil war being fought through events. We have the Battle of Guadalajara. We can choose to have the Mexican Army or the Campesinos' Army of Liberation win this one. Let's go with the Mexican Army. Another fight, this time at Tamaulipas. Let's have the Mexican Army win this one too, and the Campesinos sabotage an arms factory. A third battle takes place at Celaya. Let's have the Campesinos' Army win this one. The anti-native law is proposed. It would repeal various laws that Zapata passed for indigenous Mexicans. Let's have this one be passed successfully, and the event after that is a book called White Sun over China. The Synarquista, also known as the Synarchists, offer to bring themselves into the government. Let's say sure and accept their offer. Synarchista support is pouring in, national populism is getting more popular, and the Campesinos lose strength. All the while this is going on, we're just doing Air Force related focuses. There is a Synarchista coup. How shocking. They're going to take over the country and make Mexico into a national populist state. Just because we can, let's take our 9 divisions we have in the army and disband all of them. Despite Synarchists controlling the country, the Campesinos' War continues. This time a railway is attacked, damaging infrastructure in Durango. The Yucatan rebellion has occurred. We're going to switch over to Yucatan and we'll play them for the rest of the game. And that war has started with Mexico, and Huey Long is elected president of the United States of America. Yucatan has 4 starting infantry divisions. As for army commanders, we have 1 general and 1 field marshal. Starting the focus tree, let's go with Yucatec military, which will give us army experience and base war support once it is finished. We have 1 national spirit, and that is Yucatan rebellion, giving us a higher recruitable population, quicker division recovery rate, and faster training time. While we are fighting our own little war to the south, I think there's a border conflict going on between El Salvador and Honduras, but I am uncertain. The first couple of Yucatec divisions advance into Mexican territory. We can't just win, we gotta wait for an event to pop up saying the war is over, but that process could possibly change in future playthroughs. In the news, the Democratic left is victorious in Brazil. Good for them. Our soldiers are getting closer to Mexico City. We're just going to go around it. We don't really need it, because if we take it, the war might end too quickly. Yucatec military is done, so we'll move down to the right branch. Start Maya expertise, then call to arms, and finally after that, a focus which will give us some airplanes. Star War. To the north, just above Mexico, there is a standoff in America, so I will presume the Second American Civil War is approaching. Mexico is very close to capitulating, so we have done a lot of damage. With that said, the troops will begin hanging back just a little bit. The divisions we have been moved near Mexico City to form a fallback line to defend that area just in case anyone tries to retake the capital area. As expected, the Second American Civil War begins, so that's going to be very bloody. And in South America, the Peru-Bolivian Confederation is restored. I'm a little surprised by that, but Canada is getting involved in Central America by declaring war on Panama. Costa Rica, who is next to Panama, joins the faction of the Kingdom of Canada, that is the Entente, and because of this, it will be a lot easier to attack the nearby nation. Call to arms is completed. We do have to complete 1 more focus to get to Star War, but let's check out the units Call to arms gave us. They are all militia brigades. The Chilean Argentinian War, let's look at that real quick. Argentina has the challenge of fighting Chile, the Patagonian Workers' Front, and Paraguay all at the same time. And a priest revolution in Peru, so they're the Andean Popular Confederation and they're at war with Ecuador. Also, the Dominion of Alaska is going to exist in this playthrough. Because the Yucatan War of Independence is over, we have access to other parts of the focus tree that begin with the focuses Plumed Serpent Flies Again and Yucatec Democracy, which we will go ahead and do first so we can have the elections. Cuba sends an invitation to us to come to some sort of regional meeting with the nations of the Caribbean and Central America. Sure, let's go. Due to the convention in Havana going well, we get political power in Cuba as well as a few other countries like us more for attending the Caribbean Summit. It's election time. Let's go to the very bottom of this list and pick the Radical Socialists. The Radical Socialists are in power. With that out of the way, we're going to justify on Mexico and hope they haven't recovered from our previous war. If they have, well, that's bad news for us. In the focus tree, let's do a republic for all, giving us base stability and political power. Just below us, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua have formed their own faction called the Liberal Pact. Nicaragua declared war on the Salvadorian commune. They're just fighting them for now, but they could be soon fighting that entire faction. Honduras joined the war and annexed the commune, and the territory of 4 countries was basically brought together to form a relatively large Central American confederation. We declared war on Mexico, and we're just letting one of their divisions just walk on inside the country because we're going to surround it as soon as it gets too far inward. While we're fighting Mexico, let's go ahead and justify on the Central American Confederation, because what can go wrong? We were able to encircle that enemy unit. With that done, we may have killed the entire Mexican army or half of it, which either one is good, honestly. Mexico City, the capital of Mexico, falls to the Yucatan army vanguard. We won, and we're going to annex all of their states, so we're just going to have one big Yucatan. The focus national constitution is completed. The Yucatan constitution is modeled off of the 1917 Mexican one, but it also has some Mayan legal code thrown into it. The justification is ready on a confederation. The strategy for this war is to just abandon the conquered territory and just advance from our own core country while their units are busy trying to take all of the land in Mexico. It's working so far. We have 3/4 of our army pushing into their territory with the aim of taking their capital. We're winning, but we could quickly start losing, so we have limited time to take everything before they send all of their divisions back to retake victory points in their states. One division is about to seize the backup capital, and they're leaving an opening for us to take San Salvador and San Miguel, so we will be victorious very soon. I'm amazed this has even gone so well. They outnumber us, I'm pretty sure. We only have 9 divisions, but we were able to sneak through the gaps and take all of their cities. So we will win. It's finished at last. This was a challenging war. Probably we would have lost if they had time to line up soldiers on our main border. We got even bigger. We control more of Central America. We would attack Costa Rica, but I don't think we can do that with 9 divisions to take on the Entente as well as no navy. In South America, the Patagonian Workers Front was able to beat Argentina, and Paraguay somehow has become just part of Chile. To deal with resistance in the places that we took over, we're going to make a bunch of small cavalry units and disperse them around the countryside. An archaeological museum is founded in Yucatan to show off an impressive amount of Mayan civilization architecture. To combat resistance even more than just using our army, we will establish state policing, which will lower the damage to garrisons and give us stability. An archaeological expedition is going to take place at the San Andres site to shed light on the history of pre-Columbian Mesoamerican civilizations. We have located some Mexican spies, and we got to deal with them. Let's just deport them. I don't know where they're going to go, but they're going to be deported to somewhere. Land reform, how do we handle it? Let's implement the Georgist idea of a land tax. To get the event we need to complete the Focus Memoria Cruza, bilingual educational effort, Maya national revival, or Maya tax breaks. But we'll wait. Also, this process may be changed in the future to the reverse, where you don't pick any of these focuses at all. A tropical storm hits the Nicaraguan Atlantic shores. This is bad, and we need to prepare for the worst. We prepared, and the hurricane did make a landing. We did have some infrastructure damage, but no civilian casualties at all, and we gained political power. The Second American Civil War goes on. The American Union States seems to be winning against the CSA. The USA is stuck in Washington, and the Constitutional American Republic is dying. We keep having natural disasters appear. This time a volcano is showing signs that it may erupt. Did somebody find a calendar anywhere? A earthquake takes place in Colima, resulting in the death of more than 90 people and the destruction of over 8,000 homes. Election of 1941. Let's choose the first option this time, the market liberals. With a new ruling party, we get access to their political focus branch, but we won't be doing those. Let's finally go ahead and start bilingual education effort as soon as possible. The Mayan populace is beginning to grow weary, and we have another event just behind that in the form of a hurricane crashing into us again, cause why not? The day has come. The second Chan Santa Cruz rebellion is here, and let's choose to have them win so the national populace will become become the new ruling party. Francisco Maypech has become the country leader. Historically, he is considered as the last leader of the Maya rebels in the caste war of Yucatan, which was between the Maya people and the European descended Yucatecos, who the Maya revolted against. Because of who controls the country, we can start a new focus branch beginning with the restoration of Cruzub. After that's done, we will punish the colonizers, then revive Maya culture and language, then save our brothers, which we already control Guatemala anyway, reintegrate the empire, and with all of that finished, the empire will breathe again, and that focus will give us a name change, which will be interesting. American archaeologist Doris Stone publishes the book Archaeology of the North Coast of Honduras. It has quickly become a must-read for pre-Columbian Mesoamerican history enthusiasts. The American Union State, who had been doing so well, is now losing very badly. Their capital, New Orleans, fell. We also joined in on the war to try and grab some land as quickly as possible before the CSA takes everything. We weren't able to get anything at the peace treaty, unfortunately, but that's fine. We still control a large amount of land ourselves in the territory of Yucatan, which is now called Cruzub. An earthquake hits Guatemala. So far, we've had hurricanes, tropical storms, eruption teasers, and an earthquake, and now we have another one of these natural disasters. The empire breeds again is completed. We become the Mayan Empire. We get a new flag, and Francisco Maypech is now Pakal II. The video is going to end here. If you enjoyed the mod, make sure to check it out. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I didn't say this at the beginning, but let me sincerely thank you everyone for getting the channel to 1,000 subscribers. Have an awesome day. I'll see y'all later. Bye.